So we are live on Facebook and YouTube. This is not going to be the normal eating stupid hot stuff and cramping on doing records and doing stuff like that. Today's live is going to be a lot different than normal. By now, everybody that is a part of the wrestling world, part of the wrestling universe, has seen or heard that the unfortunate and just devastating news of Wyndham Rotunda, aka Bray Wyatt, has passed away at the age of 36. I know there's a lot of wrestling podcasts and channels out there that talk about this stuff. But I wanted to come on here because people that do know me understand how much Bray's characters over the last 15 plus years, 15 plus years, his characters have really influenced my love for wrestling and the understanding of creativity and talking my way around things. And to be completely honest with you, I use a lot of my what I've learned and seen from Bray Wyatt over the years in my everyday life. My ability to come out of my shell and understand that who I am and how I want to talk around people and communicate with people and kind of be a character. That's okay, Sonny. No big deal. Because realistically, everybody thinks about it. You are your own character. And when it comes to Bray Wyatt, I've followed him since the indie circuits, where he was an up-and-comer, third-generation superstar. He started out in the WWE as Husky Harris in NXT. Was in competition for him, but he didn't. He did lose, and he came into WWE with Nexus with Wade Barrett and them. Then he went back to recreate himself, and he was re-signed with the WWE as Bray Wyatt, the leader of the Wyatt family, with Brody Lee and Eric Rowan, aka Redbeard, and Luke Harper. So right off the bat, when they came into the WWE as the Wyatt family, it was one of the biggest things I can remember in recent history that has happened since the PG era. So the Wyatt family, to me, was the reason that I rebuilt my love for wrestling. And Bray Wyatt's ability to tell a story when he was in the ring and get you attached to the story while doing so was like nothing you've never ever seen before. He told the story better than Paul Heyman, and I know that's saying a lot. What are you doing? But realistically, when I got the news last night about Bray Wyatt passing away, it was roughly around 8 o'clock at night, 8:30 at night, 9, somewhere around there, and I just jaw dropped. I still can't believe it to this moment and this time that it has happened. For months now, he has been MIA. He was dealing with an illness that was not being released by the WWE, which I hate when they do crap like that, because when you're injured, when you're really injured or you're sick or something, your fan base is the reason that you are in business. Share the information so people aren't just always wondering. We knew he was legitimately hurt, because when they do that whole BS background thing if someone's hurt or injured, they immediately say, oh, they suffer from this or that. You know when it's a serious injury because they don't actually tell you. It hit me harder than any death besides a family member has ever hit me. Friends and family, obviously, it hits hard, but I've never been affected or influenced by a death of a celebrity in my entire life. Like, yes, it's sad to see someone that's passed away that has done a lot in their life, whether it be music, acting, comedy, it does not matter. I felt like I had a personal connection to Bray Wyatt, and I know that might sound stupid. People are like, oh, it's stupid wrestling. No, it's not. It's more than that. It's just like people that watch football. It's just like people that watch baseball, soccer, NASCAR. It does not matter. Soap operas. Dare I say, the people that watch the Kardashians. again, COVID missed. Bray Wyatt has had a massive impact on me. His storytelling. Every week I want to tune in to watch. And one thing that I'm really happy and kind of really honored to have been part of was his long anticipated return to Extreme Rules in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. I was to a Royal Rumble before, but that was my second pay-per-view, and he returned with his new character that we did not get to see develop. And I'm willing to bet it would have been great. We did not get to see him and Uncle Howdy, or his brother if it was him, do what they were going to do. We did not get to see where he would have taken his career over the next 30 years, 25 years, whatever it is. And it's really hard for me to swallow the pill to know that his presence is no longer going to be a part of the WWE universe in physical form. One thing that I always loved about him is his catchphrases, yowie wowie, or let me in, we're here, or he got the whole world in his hands thing with John Cena. He did so much for that company. And I am still very bitter and pissed off at Vince McMahon for releasing him in the first place, because God fucking forbid if that man could see that people like Bray and the Brilliance, or people that fly around the ring like Ricochet, or a Seth Rollins, or Dean Ambrose, Jon Moxley, are the real reason people watch wrestling. And no offense to these guys, because I know they have done their thing, but Bobby Lashley, Goldberg, Brock Lesnar, nobody gives two shits about powerhouses anymore. If you like Brock Lesnar and them, that's fine. But they just stand there, flex their muscles, and do the same fucking moves every week. Kind of like John Cena. We don't care. If you could tell a story and wrestle with minimal effort, tell the story. It's wrestling entertainment, not the 5 moves of doom, or spears and jackhammers, or suplexes and shit that Brock Lesnar does. Nobody cares about that anymore. We don't want that. Vince just keeps throwing money at these morons and does not keep the people around that deserve to be there. He is the reason that The Fiend is no more. He's the reason that Bray Wyatt took his hiatus. And maybe things would have panned out differently if Vince didn't let him go. I'm not saying it's Vince's fault that he's dead. It's COVID's fault that he's dead. But yet, I'm not going to say the 3 people. Kardashians, you missed. Again. I'm not going to lie, I had a hard time coping with the loss, with his death. I didn't know him personally. I just knew him as someone that was just like any other kid that grew up watching wrestling. He was their favorite. I'd be just devastated when Stone Cold passes, Rock passes, Shawn Michaels, Triple H. Like, they were a big, 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 big part of my growing up. But Bray Wyatt was more of a personal connection, kind of like Stone Cold. And the funny thing is that everybody expected him to return. Everybody thought he was going to get released again. That's what they thought. I didn't feel that was the case. I felt like this was something that was different than the last time. And I know his father, people know him as the IRS on wrestling from back in the day, Hall of Famer. He said that his son was doing better, which is Wyndham, and that he would be back sooner better than later. And it just sucks bad. Every year since he came into WWE as the Wyatt family, into the Eater of Worlds, into the split personality Bray, to now, well, not now yet, but I was him for Halloween. I was his personalities. I was his manifest into his characters, because I was able to kind of relate to them and able to go to that place and kind of do his voice. But I went all out multiple times. I had the rocking chair with the flying vest, the white pants, dark shoes, the hat, the long hair. It was fake hair. I ain't got no damn hair. We all know that. Then the Eater of Worlds. It was kind of the same character, but it wasn't. I didn't really do that because that's kind of where he fell off for a little while because they didn't let him have his creative freedom. That's where a lot of the issues started. But then the Fiend came along. Not gonna lie, I loved the Bray Wyatt, the Wyatt family, Bray Wyatt. Loved his character, loved the stories. Not a fan of the Eater of Worlds, but this Fiend character it got me. I transitioned into that, and it got me right back into wrestling. Like it's hard to explain. I know I'm kind of rambling. I'm trying to keep this short and sweet at the same time, but pay my respects to someone that honestly I don't think wrestling will ever see again. And I'm not gonna lie, WWE has shit now for storylines because they botched the Bloodline one, and that's it. They had Bray Wyatt. They have LA Knight. He's huge. Yeah, but they don't have the character. They had The Undertaker. They had The Rock. They had Stone Cold. They had all of that at the same time, split up. Roman Reigns, not about it anymore. It's boring. It's bland. It's bullshit. He's just a paper champion now that gets the title because he's next Brock Lesnar. He's a part-timer. He doesn't do crap. I think we are being robbed of something really cool here from Bray passing away. And my condolences to his family and friends and the babies. And that's awful. Hulk, Warrior, Ric Flair, yeah. It's the day prior, and I don't want to take anything away. I was not around when Terry Funk was big, so condolences to his family too. But Bray Wyatt, as you can see, I have his limited edition old Bray Wyatt head, Eater of Worlds. They only made 200 of these. The limited edition burnt Fiend mask. This is legit as it gets. Yeah, I was still into the old time stuff too. So yeah, I took this costume pretty serious too. I had ripped up dirty jeans and I wore a cut off t-shirt with ace bandages all around my arms and the ripped up burnt gloves, and I covered my arms in dirt and kind of lit them on fire a little bit to make it look burnt so I could play the Burnt Fiend for Halloween about a year and a half ago. I'm not gonna lie, I did cry. I'm not like death cry and God, why me kind of cry, but kind of choked up, teary. Just again, it seems stupid, but at the same time, I know people can relate. The real reason I kind of broke up and started breaking down a little bit was watching some of his old videos, his promos that he's cut. And what really got me the most was when he came back this time. We saw the real Bray Wyatt, the real Wyndham Rotunda. He said he didn't think he'd get back here. He thought he would have to figure out a different way to be a part of our lives again. And I'm not going to lie, I thought the same thing because, again, you have Vince, who's an arrogant, egotistical piece of shit, that has been charged and so supposedly in charge for rape and all this other stuff. But it's okay. It's Vince McMahon. He can do whatever the hell he wants and get away with it, and force his way back into the company and hold it for ransom kind of deal. But anyways, I was watching the promo, and he was crying pretty much while he was talking when he came back. It was a real promo. It was a real life person talking about his love for the fans, love for the company, love for what he did. And I just watched it like 2 or 3 times. And one of the main things that stuck with me, not from that real life promo, but one of the things that really stuck with me in one of his promos was at the end of one of his Firefly Funhouse things when he said, "Remember everybody, I will always light the way for the Fireflies. All you have to do is let me in. And I loved that because to me it is a metaphor for him saying that he will always be part of wrestling. He will always be the creative mind. He will always leave an imprint on the WWE, the wrestling universe. And all you have to do is accept him. That's all he wants, is to be accepted. And I'm one of those many that accepted him for who he was, the character that he was. And in my opinion, he was the best creative mind wrestling has ever seen. Well, I'm going to try to get this over with because I got to go pick up my nephew taking the soccer, but I wanted to do a video to honor Bray Wyatt with Number Rotunda because he will always have a massive impact on me. I even dug out a shirt that I've never worn because it's a little big on me. I don't like bigger shirts. I was going to do a 10 bell salute, but I couldn't find the sound for it. What I have here, and I will cherish this forever, is the first autograph signing that he did after he got released from WWE a little while back. Right before he returned, actually. And this will always be a prized possession of mine. This is my authentic certification, JSA certification, autograph from Bray Wyatt, aka Wyndham Rotunda. And yeah. So I guess I will get rolling. I will go take my nephew to practice. Yeah, Mike, he was. He's not really new. He's been around for over 10 years. Yeah. Funny thing is, people keep asking me if I'm okay, like, because they know, like, everybody that knows me knows that. Sucks, man. It really does. God. Sleepy Joe and the Kardashians somehow make it through. Not saying I wish people dead. It's just a joke, but trying to shed some light on it. Yep, I said that. Rest in peace, Terry Funk. Bray Wyatt left behind a wife and 4 kids. And a legacy that he didn't even get to build. In the short period, I don't want to say short period of time, I honestly think if WWE was smart, as a true fan, I think that they should induct him into the Hall of Fame this year. Abso-fucking-lutely. Yeah! Am I wrong? WWE should induct Bray Wyatt into the Hall of Fame this year. Absolutely. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to get off here. Please hit that like button, hit that follow button, subscribe. I don't normally do stuff like this. Normally I'm burning up, trying to break records, and I'm not like Spicy Cam and then that I have to get likes and people to pay me to do stupid things. Anyways, I'm going to get out of here. Thank you for watching. And if you are a fan like I am of wrestling and Bray Wyatt, interested to see what they do tonight for a video package on SmackDown at 8 o'clock on Fox. What everybody's saying, rest in peace, Bray Wyatt, a.k.a. Wyndham Rotunda. Thank you, Bray. As always, guys, all you have to do is let me in. Later.